I've been dealing with it since birth. My father had it, his mother had it, and it goes back down the line that way. My kids have it. Their kids have it too. I'm sure we haven't seen much of it yet, but I know that everybody, it's just a hereditary thing. Up until the last 20 years, it wasn't a whole lot of problem other than finding jobs.
Yeah.
But there's three parts to it. There's an outer tremor that you see. There's an inner tremor that you don't see, but it's like sitting in a massage chair, set on high, 24/7, 365. It's always going. It just runs constantly. And then there's the cognitive side of it, where like now, trying to talk and stuff, it just doesn't happen sometimes. So I search for words real bad. I've probably reinvented my jobs 20, 30 times over the years. I've been a sales manager for real estate. My original job was electronics technician, and we did component level stuff. I worked on robotic stuff, robotic machinery at factories and stuff is what I did. I also worked for Oklahoma City Public Schools for 16 years in the electronics department over there. But from there, it just started, my tremors were getting worse. So it kept getting harder and harder to find a job. When you walk into an interview shaking like this, they don't want to hire you. And so it has taken me several different jobs to get through my life. Like I said, electronics technician, real estate, sales manager. I've worked so many different jobs, a fabricator, you name it. So I'm just going to dose here. It's probably be 4 to 6 drops, depending on how many times I shake to put it on. Sometimes I make a mess. Well, come on. That's probably about 6 drops, but it's getting low in the bottle.
Okay.
And then
You just rub it in.
It's topical. You can put it behind your ears. You can, there's several ways places you can put it. But that's all there is to it, and here in a minute.
Yeah, they'll slow down.
They'll slow down.
It's kind of, it's almost like a soothing effect that kind of gradually takes place.
Well, it's gradual to a point, and then all of a sudden it just goes away, like it just did. It's just, there's a little bit of residual right now, but it'll eventually just all calm down.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You ought to be inside this body when it happens. It's like the best refreshment you could ever have. There's that little bit of action tremor that, is the essential tremor part. The other part is an anxiety tremor, I call it. But this calms everything down and lets me just be normal.
And focus.
Yeah, I can focus. I can do,
You can
anything.
take pictures now.
I can. You've seen that.
I know. So, it's amazing. Oh.
It is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And scary at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
When I'm tremoring, the inner tremor feels like an earthquake. I mean, just going on and on and on. And the outer tremor is more like being in a hurricane. It just feels like you're being tossed every which way. You don't know what you're doing, really. You can't control it. I've had doctors try to stop my tremors, stop the movement, and they can't stop it, which is why they didn't want to do the heart surgery and why they're wanting me to get the DBS surgery to calm it down so they can not risk killing me, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The way they check for essential tremors, one of the ways is to draw a spiral. And this is my spiral. That was November 17th of 22. I wasn't medicated. I didn't even know about this at the time. I was just showing somebody, some people about how they check, how the neurologists check. That's one of the ways. Okay. And then this one was 12/20/22. I was medicated. This was the second time I tried to use this medication on it. And there is a total difference in it.
And this is a matter of, we can say months, but it's really a matter of just taking the minutes.
Yeah, it's just 2 minutes apart, really. And I'm so happy to be free from that. Is the best thing in the world. And, it's not a cure, but it's the only medication, only pills I've ever taken or anything. All the pills I've been on, I thought it was 26. They're telling me it was 40. I thought it was 23. They're telling me it was 46 different meds I was on for essential tremors, and none of them did this at all. Not even close. So, because there's no meds out there specifically for essential tremors.
Yeah.
There's nothing out there to give. With this, I think there will be in the future. And I've actually seen a guy that was real upset, wanting to really go hurt somebody, and it got rubbed on his back. There's probably 10 drops, and within 3 minutes he was calm, just smiling, happy, nothing bothering him. It's amazing what this will do. We got testing to do and stuff to find out really what it'll do. But as far as essential tremors and me, it's a new world. There's nothing like this. It was getting to where I couldn't cook. I still can, but I get real messy with it, and sometimes my whatever I'm cooking lands on the floor before I can eat it, so I have to start cooking again. But it's just one of those things. I got getting used to it, but now, yeah, I can cook. I don't have any problem dropping. I drink out of a glass without a lid on it, and don't have to have a straw in it. I can actually get it up to my mouth and drink without spilling it. I don't have to rely on those Coca-Cola bottles with the big lid, because I can get hold of it instead of the water bottles you get at events and stuff with the small lid. Those things never work for me, so I just carry my own water. Now I can use the little lids and everything. It's changed. Everything has changed. And I'm so grateful for every bit of it. I'm having to work to learn how to do things, but I'm loving every step of it. Well, between now and May is when the brain surgery will be.
And that is for
the DBS surgery. They go in and they'll put 2 probes in my brain and run wires down, and it'll be like a pacemaker for your heart that sits in my chest inside, just like a pacemaker for heart. So, it's probably a fairly routine surgery for them now, mm-hmm. But to get me psyched up to go do it has been a pain. But it's a lot easier now. I have the confidence now with this med that I'm not too worried about it anymore. So it wasn't really for that reason. It was just to get people to understand that It is medicine, and the medicine's going to come from like the old growers and the old cannabis society that's been around forever. The love they put into the medicine, the love that they put into the growing, love all the way through the process, even to what they've done with this formula. It's all done with love. This is all trying to help me, but it looks like it's going to do so much more than that. It's just amazing.